garage right now because I paid till 6:30 and I'm just gonna stay here till 6:30. So yeah, I had to park here for work because I didn't find something else. Today I kind of want to show you my kitchen setup and my sink and how I did that in this little minivan and just how my water system works. Yeah, let's start and let's just have a look. So I always have this thing above my sink, first a cutting board and then like a protection for the cutting board where I can put all kinds of stuff. And usually this stays in place when I'm driving. Here I have my soap in a little shell that I found somewhere. This is my sponge setup, also on a little shell. And it's kind of kept in place like that and with some silicone. And yeah, now let's get to the main part. My sink. So yeah, it's semi-clean. I don't know how big it is. It fits my biggest pan in there, which is important. So if you're buying a sink, please check out that the pots and pans you have do fit in there, because if not, then it's gonna be a pain to wash them up. It's a 2-hole sink, so in this hole there's some soap, some dish soap. Yeah, and this is the little faucet that I got. The faucet search was kind of hard because I didn't know if I could just use any regular faucet. And first I ordered them and then I didn't know, and then I ordered something cheap from Amazon, and that really, I don't know, I didn't find any connection in any hardware store I went to, so I had to send that back. And yeah, now I have this faucet, which is, I don't know, it was way too expensive for what it is. You can basically lock it there, which I never do though, because I mean, I have a foot pump. It's a little loose because the screw kind of came undone a little bit and I have trouble to screw it myself because it's very tight underneath here. Okay, so this is my underneath the sink setup, which this is just some hanging stuff, just because, you know, use all the space you got, I would say. And yes, it's a little wet there, but that's why I'm doing this video, because I also have to do something to my canisters, because I have quite some condensation on them, as you can probably see there. So first, here I got my apple cider vinegar, some stuff for the windows, and here I have, yeah, just some trash that I have to put back and additional paper bags. Here is my trash, and this is a little moisture collector which was not filled, that's why it's empty. Yeah, those are the reusable ones. That's my baby of this whole thing. It's my foot pump. It works pretty well. I just I don't know if you can, yes, this is not great, but that's the only way I can put it on video. You kind of have to press a little bit, but you get water immediately. And this thing is not leaking. It's like a high quality thing. And yeah, I got those pipes, or I don't know how you call them. They fit this one, and then those are just like additional pressure points to keep it in place. Here I got a little more trash containers that I try to reuse. And here my trash, as I said. And yeah, it's a little wet. This here is my freshwater tank, which is 5 gallons. And how you can see how much water there is in there. That's pretty interesting, but it was very cold this night, so I'm not surprised that this happens. And yeah, and this is my gray water tank. And now you can look a little bit underneath. So my gray water goes directly into that opening, and it is not like airtightly secured or anything, but I don't have any problems with smell or so. you know, at some point you just have to empty it anyways, and it's just gray water, it's not black water. So yeah, this thing is just like a little pipe that you can connect to the things there, and it just goes down until like here, so it kind of keeps it in place, and then it's secured a little bit with the bungee cords. For the foot pump you have to connect one pipe thing which is going in there and the fresh water, and another one which is connected. I don't know, this is really hard. I'm just gonna do it like the doctors do. Yeah, now you see more than I will ever see, I guess. How it works when I want to empty my gray water, I basically unscrew this thing, and so then I have like this whole thing, and then the white thing. I just may not forget to change it, because then it will overflow, which happened only once, luckily. And I basically just pour it on some grass. I just use natural soap, so yeah, it should be not a problem. What I have to do with those two is I have to put some fabric on top, because that's what I do with everything that has condensation problems. I put some fabric on top, and then for the bottom, because now it's just on a bag, I have another microfiber thing, a thick mat. Now I'm just gonna set up the camera and show you how I change my water canisters. Let's start with, it doesn't really matter because I have to remove both of them. So first let's get rid of all the cords here, and then I unscrew this. I don't really have to look there anymore, I just kind of make it how I feel. Okay, and then I have it there, and I can just slide it to the front. And yeah, this is basically the thing. So usually I just put that in the sink when I change it. But first I'm gonna wipe off condensation. Isn't this nice? Yeah, this is not supposed to look good at all. It's just supposed to kind of fit. Okay, let's put it aside. Then this screws on there. This came with it, obviously. And then, oh god. So one moment, I'm just gonna do that first. And so this also came with it, and it's kind of like turned inside. This is like a spigot. It was like this long. I just cut it to fit this thing in there, and now it's like a nice snug fit indeed. And yeah, when I change it, I just also place it in the sink. And since this water is pretty empty, this is how I will refill it. I never take this thing anywhere because it's just way too heavy. Instead I take this and I fill it up, because this is just easier to carry and not as suspicious. This is 2.5 gallon, as well as my gray water tank. And this I usually keep in the passenger seat, and yeah, and now I can fill it up again. Because condensation is my enemy. Do you also have problem with condensation on your gray or fresh water tank? Please let me know, because it's just, I don't know, I've never heard about anything or anyone else having trouble there, and I just don't know why and what I'm doing wrong here. Obviously I have to wrap this one also. And then I'm putting this thing back in. And now I'm putting the gray water tank back in, just like this. And yeah, in this stage it is very crucial to not drop this thing because it could totally fall in there. It only did it once at the beginning, and yeah, once is enough. Now it is all back in place as it should be, and as I haven't done it in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, this is my water setup. And then it looks nice. This one always kind of sticks out, but that's okay because it kind of needs to anyway. It doesn't bother me. Covered in blankets, just blankets that I sometimes hang up here to make it warmer. This is it. I don't have it on all the time right now because it is winter. Oh, it's like Stranger Things here. But I usually have it on always when I'm driving longer distances. You can run it on the 12 volt in the car, and yeah. But then also I can just use it. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is dirty. With my little battery. So yeah, it's very small, but it's okay for one person. And oh, what's this? Toaster feather. Yeah, it's pretty empty right now. Just broccoli, butter, and eggs, kind of. But that's all I need for now. This one goes into that corner here in the back. Here I have my banana and onions and ginger. And this is my baby, my water cooker, bought secondhand, of course. This is my water filter because I cannot drink chlorinated water. It's just gross. It's very gross. This is my tissue and like bath stuff, a mirror, hand cream. Here I got my plants, which is right now it's rosemary, balsam fir, then bamboo, which I don't know if this one is gonna make it. It looks pretty bad. They also don't like the cold, so that's probably it. And this is English ivy, recently bought. And here I have some other ivy, also English ivy. And this little sad thing is a spider plant, which probably really dislikes the cold. So yeah, it's not gonna survive much longer. And in this beautiful tin, I got another sponge, which I use like for this stuff, which I haven't used in a while. And this is like vinegar with water, just for the dishes, for some extra cleaning. And here comes my big drawer. It is kind of a junk drawer, but not really, because it still has everything in the order. So this is like, you know, just bath stuff. When I lift it up, oh, this looks weird. This is weird, but it's fine. It's just a can opener. Here I have most of the cutlery, some more cutlery, or like can opener. Those are, you know, clips. There is a little more, a lighter, incense, 4 hot sauces, all from Belize. This is the original one, Mari Sharps. Very, very good. Very nice and tasty and hot. This is my little cutlery bag for the go. Here I keep candles. Just these wax candles. And just a little bit of other stuff. And here's some more stuff. This is my lid. And some, you know, little things that you might need. And cork residues and glue. This is deodorant and a lighter, another one. So yeah, this is drawer number 1. That's what you only see with this light. And this is my other big drawer, which has like a lid, a plate, and then all kinds of little things, vitamins, cinnamon, coconut oil, olive oil, and then underneath here there's my pants just 2. And some more bowls. When I take those off, I can lift this thing off, and so I don't have to like get rid of all of those things, which is pretty nice. This is my handle for the pot. And this goes back in. Come on. Yeah. There we go. And this too. Somehow. Yeah, I don't know why I bought this. I was craving something sweet, and I figured like, oh, vitamins and sweets all together. That's great. So, yeah. This is that. And here, oh god, this is a little hard to show. I mean, yeah, this is my second table that lifts up when I have a leg underneath. And there's like some Tupperware, and yeah, that's a little crooked, but this is my pan and a plate, and then some other kitchen unrelated things I got there. And I keep my food in here. This is a not very big cupboard, but it's usually okay. And yeah, a little sneak peek in here. There's my tea, more vitamins with sweets. A little bit of food. It's always in this little one, which just usually slides open, but yeah, there we go. And there I keep like my cereal and more rice, and I think I got pesto in there and beans, something like that. Yes, that's pretty much my kitchen setup. And well, my cooking setup, you probably saw in the cooking video, but for cooking I always prop this table up so that this is nice and even. I open those windows. Oh god, now it's super loud. And I then use this fan to blow hot air out, mostly, somehow. And then I have my little stove between the driver's seat and this baby here. So I just, yeah, put it up, place it on here, and cook. Oh yeah, and a little pan, scissors I have hanging here, 2 mugs, and those wooden spoons. A few hours later I had to move, and I had to cut my hair because it was annoying me. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour. It works very well for me. It's not much space, but it just kind of forces you to eat whatever you have, and which is fine, which should be normal. That was it. And I'm gonna have a nice chill evening. I hope you have a nice evening, whatever day. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want, you can subscribe. Yeah, you can comment what kind of kitchen setup you have, or I don't know, whatever you want to comment. Yeah, then bye bye and see you next time.